games tonight. Wow. The Steelers are playing tonight. Hey, everybody. Yeah. Two games. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Maybe you got to storm a college football stadium like I did. Probably not, but it was pretty awesome. Happy listener question day. That's what we're getting ready to do. And we spent 5 minutes figuring out the Friday show. I mean, trying to figure it out, man. It was hard. We had maps. We
did. We looked at maps.
We gerrymandered.
We did.
We
came up with some stuff, man.
We had Grand Avenue and two
Echo Lake. Let's just say choices were made.
Choices were made. You can blame me for the choices that were made. I'm just saying it was my fault.
Sorry to the Echo Lake residents. They did not make this election cycle. They will be down the road. We'll speak with them.
Here for the next one.
They will not get in this show.
Yeah, but our decision is final, like all the other gerrymandering that takes place.
Yes, it will be appealed.
You can be mad, but we don't care about it.
We'll go to the Supreme Court of Disney podcasting. And I'll go to Taco Bell. I don't care, really, you know.
All decisions are final.
Exactly.
They are.
We had to decide who to include with Toy Story. Was it going to be, because we're going to do Trapped in Toy Story Land for Friday and talk about that land, but we want to add just a little bit to it. And so we're like Commissary Lane, Grand Avenue. What about Echo Lake? What if we forget about Toy Story Land and just go Commissary Lane, Echo Lake, and then we're like, forget it.
There was a big discussion.
So decisions were made, and we're going to answer some questions first. So, hey to Jennifer out here in the Westplex, St. Charles County. Yes, tremendous game at the zoo on Saturday. I couldn't believe me. It was 61 yards. I got it all on video. Lost my mind. Took my wife. Jumped the wall. Ended up on the 50.
Oh,
amazing. Oh yeah.
Oh, not you. I was looking at a National Cheeseburger Day. There is a bacon cheeseburger pizza from Alien Pizza Planet at Disneyland, and it has pickles on it, and I'm not okay with that.
Pickles are actually good on a pizza.
I'd do it. Right now, I'd do anything. I'm starving. I'd tear it up. Yep. So got storm field third time. First time with my wife. I've stormed it with Paige, Mallory, and now Pam. Triple trifecta.
There you go.
There you go. So I'm proud of that. And shout out to Lane. So tough day with the Sparty program, but they'll be back.
Hey.
So if you have questions, put those in the comments. We sure appreciate questions today because we're a little bit low in the inbox. I mean, we have thousands of questions in the inbox, but some of them are from 2012.
I
can't tell you when eliminations is going to go away, but
they may not be the most accurate of questions at this point.
We should do that sometime. We should go back and just pick random questions.
That would be an interesting.
That would be a Friday show.
I was thinking of a different show, one that we do in April.
Yeah, just start from the bottom. Because I mean, I do have how many are in the listener questions box here? We have 1,203 listener questions in the box right now.
It's a good thing Gmail has a huge storage allotment.
Tell me to buy more storage. I'm at 80%. I'm like, back off, Gmail. It's like it took me 10 years to get
to this point. Yeah.
Not like you keep teasing me.
Right. And not only that, but all you'd have to do is go through and delete some ones with PDFs and stuff like that. And you'd be back down to 60%.
It's so cheap. I don't delete anything. I'll just pay another
a
month for a little bit.
I'm the same way. I couldn't have so many photos and videos.
We do it for the photos. Yeah. Plus you get extra features too.
True. Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many of the times they tell me, hey, we've made a video of, your recent photos. I mean, it's all Lucy, but
Yes, the animation of you to run. It's
exactly
how it makes those. What's up, Ep Scott? You could pop in
him.
The 4 box. All right, let's do this. And here we go. So we're at 23.
I feel like my camera, although it is stationary and sits on it, gives a different view each time.
It may, yes, yeah. Do you lower or raise your chair? Oh, okay.
No.
I got nothing.
I mean, once in a very long while. It's weird.
I got nothing.
Susan, shout out, moving from Pop Century to Boardwalk. 2 minutes before the podcast.
That's an upgrade, Susan.
After I made the upgrade, I got to be honest. This is what I do as a travel agent. I did the George Jefferson around the office. I went in, moving on up.
There you go. Moving
on up. Those new rooms at the boardwalk are lovely.
Oh.
I mean, I got to zoom out George Jefferson because Susan made the upgrade out in Indy. Okay. We got to do a podcast. Or else the line's going to be so long at Taco Bell, I'm going to be just screaming.
There'll be 2 people in line at Taco Bell?
Dude. So Margaret Orlander, remember she sailed with us back?
Yeah. She used to live here.
Yeah. By the way, she's like a YouTube star. Did you know this? With like
she is with knitting. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was crocheting, but you're right. I think it is knitting. Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is. I mean, knitting, crocheting. I
don't remember which one she does, but I know it's.
I don't know what it is. I have no clue.
But I do know she's a YouTube star. Like I know she's like legit.
I don't know, making socks or something. I don't know.
She's legit.
Anyway, that wasn't the point of the story. Okay. Point of the story is she shared me a video yesterday of British kids eating Taco Bell for the very first time.
Oh my god.
Dude, I almost peed my pants watching it. It was so fun because they're like, it has salad at the top. They're eating tacos. It's got so much salad at the top.
Oh my god.
It's all salad. And all I know about it is it sends you to the toilet.
Oh no.
It was the funniest thing ever. Shout out, Margaret. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Okay, you gotta get going, like I just said.
Please do. I've got a baby downstairs with a mother-in-law. Please, let's get started.
I'd be more worried about the mother-in-law.
Nah, we're good.
Ding. Okay, here we go.
I like my mother-in-law.
I like my mother-in-law, so boom. What's up?
Yes.
I booked my mother-in-law on the Disney Wish.
Nice.
I know. I'm not going on it. I'm going on the fancy, but
well, there you go.
Not intentionally. I'd already booked this on the fancy.
Sure. That sounds bad.
That sounded really bad. That totally sounded bad.
Yeah, sure.
Like she's going on the Wish, we're going on the fancy. Huh?
Yep.
Like 3 weeks apart. Anyway, here we go. Let's do it. 2, 3, 5, 7. Done rattling?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry, the cat was trying to eat the cord. We're good.
I just so many animals.
Yeah, all 3 are sitting here with me.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to episode 2357 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope this show finds you well and that you're having a great week. And of course, Gru is here to answer your listener questions. If you've been just sitting there at your desk or in rush hour traffic on your way into work here midweek and just thinking, man, I have a Disney question. Well, we probably can't answer it because it had to have been submitted a couple of days ago, but you might get to hear somebody else's question. And maybe, just maybe, if the universe aligns, your question will be the same as some random stranger somewhere else in the world. Highly unlikely, but we're going to try to entertain you anyway with some fun Disney talk. So joining me today to answer those listener questions, we're going to have a great time with our live chat here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We have Rikki. She's from the Mouse for Less. And if I do not see an article about the Country Bear Jamboree and how they're resisting this change in Frontierland and how I think it was Tennessee that escaped early Monday and shut down half the park. Or maybe it was Zeb. I don't know. But it was ugly. I mean, I woke up and I swear I was like, I'm being punked.
No.
There is a bear on the loose. I'm like, is it a country bear? Is it
right?
Is it a bear named Jeb and a bird named Tennessee? I'm like,
yep.
Which one? I mean, dude, it's how do you not catch it? You're Disney. Like you made the thing. Nope. Real bear.
Real bear.
Is it on Tom Sawyer Island? Is it?
That's the thing.
Presidents. Where is this bear? Why? I mean, that was on top of we lost an F-35 somewhere. I mean, a fighter jet. Like we lost an entire jet, and they're asking the public, "Can you find our jet?"
Have you seen it,
dude? It's a jet. I mean, what is up with the world this week? Anyway, Rikki, happy win by Wednesday. Who knows what the world's doing?
Who knows? The bear was definitely boycotting. He was letting it be known that he was not happy about the news about the updates for Country Bear Jamboree. Oh, I'm sorry. She was not happy about them. She was basically saying there will be blood on the saddle, if you make these changes. So, I'm just saying she was definitely not happy about the changes, and she was voicing her opinion by staying in the Magic Kingdom all day or half the day, you know. So
can you imagine though, if this would be this is what I was thinking all morning on Monday when this news broke. You know, you're getting ready to start a new week, you're all excited, you know, especially with somebody, we all work in the, you know, we're our fingers on the Disney pulse, because that's kind of what we do. And I'm booking trips and modifying trips, and of course my Twitter's up, and I'm like, this cannot be Twitter's lying to me today. Like, seriously, there's like 12 attractions down, but you know, like, okay, well, the power's out or something.
Power out. Yeah.
Nope. There is a bear on the list. I'm like, this would be my luck. I would have been waiting to go here. This would be my one day at the Magic Kingdom, and there is a freaking bear running around the Magic Kingdom. I'm like, if I'd have been there, I'd have been like, show me the bear. I do not believe you. I want to see a picture. I'd be like telling the cast members, I want to see that bear. Like, I want to connect eyes with that bear right now. Let me see.
I like the people that were like, I'm mad that they're not letting me into Frontierland. You know, I paid all this money and I don't get to get into Frontierland. I'm like, you want to go in Frontierland with a bear? Go right ahead. Enjoy your experience in Frontierland. Like, no, thank you. I do not want anywhere close to a bear. No, thank you at all. So
we got Pam Forrester here. She's the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel. She's joining us. And let me just ask Pam, because you know the story with bears, right? You don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun someone around you.
This is true.
Happy Wednesday, Pam. This Bear Necessity show today, apparently.
Happy Wednesday. I know, what a weird occurrence, huh? And I believe too that, like, you know, they have to go to wildlife, you know, control to get things like this resolved. Yes. Like, they're in control of things like that. So very odd, very interesting. The bear probably is thinking, I've seen those squirrels, I've seen those birds that live there in the Magic Kingdom. This may not be a bad place to live. I think I'm going to give it, you know, a shot. So anyways, yeah,
I'm pretty sure that bear did get a shot.
Yeah, I'm sure it did too.
Got a little shot, got a little nap, and
woke up someplace completely different.
Different.
How'd I end up in Tampa?
Exactly. I know, right?
That's probably what happened. Anyway,
I'm sure the bear's like, what in the world?
Just saying. And apparently, you know, we have friends that live literally right behind the Magic Kingdom, Jay and Melissa, and they apparently do know this bear.
They have seen the bear. Yes,
it roams their neighborhood.
It does. Well, not anymore. It doesn't.
Allegedly, we don't want to get the bear in trouble because we don't want to accuse the bear without being sure. But allegedly, this may have been the same bear because they are very close to the Magic Kingdom. So he may have just decided to go for some funnel cakes or something. I don't know. Yeah, I would. So that's the bear saga. I mean, what do you say? Our world is so crazy at this point. I mean, next week it could be a dinosaur. I mean, at this point, you know, I mean, aliens. I mean, the government's coming out. They're here. You know, they're walking around. You know, they're at Epcot. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's get to the questions. We have a fun question here from Richard, and he says, "What restaurant or ride have you never experienced, and why?" Pam, have you done every restaurant? Let's just say Walt Disney World and ride.
I think that there's probably I don't know.
I have lots of restaurants. Like, I've never done Flying Fish. I've never done California Grill. Just because, again, signature, and I'm kind of cheap. Also, my family, when I'm with my family, they're not fancy. We're very Midwestern, and they don't like any kind of seafood. So I would go there, and I've gone to a lot of places with like you and Scott, you know, and when I'm down there for races and other people, I love it. Like, I've gone to Narcoossee's. I never thought I would go there. I've gone to a few, you know, fancier places. I've gone to El Molino, you know, places I never thought I would go. But it's always, you know, with like Scott's family on a race weekend. And I enjoy those places. But with my family, when we're there, I would never book a place like that, even though I would enjoy it. But I'm fine with just simple places myself.
I know. I'm trying to think of places that I haven't gone. I guess I haven't eaten at all the food trucks. I've eaten at some of them. I haven't eaten at all of them, but as I scan down through the list,
Have you done? John's saying STK. Have you even been there?
I have. Yes.
That's a oddball one.
It is. It is. Yeah. It's like
True.
steakhouse disco after a certain point in
Yes,
time.
that's true. Yes. Yeah.
You know what though? I had heard just recently that lunch there is actually decent. So
Really? I'll
I
have to
may
try
want
it.
to try that. I know. I haven't done it before.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna scroll down and look through to see, but most of them I end up at some point or another.
I mean, it's good though because you want to try everything, so you can have a experience and an opinion. Ricky, what about you? Is there something that you haven't gotten to yet?
So I honestly can't remember if I've done Cali River Rapids or not. I don't like water rides like that, so like I try to avoid them because I don't like to get drenched. But I can't remember if I've done it just to say I've done it or if I haven't. But I think that's the only ride I haven't done. I also haven't done Disney Junior, yet. But obviously that's coming. So I'll get that done here soon. And then, because I always felt weird going in there not with a child. So now I have a child, so I have an excuse.
You got to catch all the stuff falling from the ceiling. It's good for pictures.
Yeah. So I've got that. As far as restaurants, there's a fair number of restaurants I haven't done. Like you said, I haven't done. I haven't done a lot of them at Disney Springs, so I haven't done like STK. I haven't done Haleo. I haven't done the new Wolfgang Puck. I've done the old version.
I have not done the new Wolfgang Puck.
Oh,
there is one. I have done the old one.
I know how much you like the old one. Yeah.
Yes, and I just haven't done the new one.
I
keep looking at it, and I'll look at the menu, and then I'll be like, oh, we should do that, and then
and then you don't. Yeah, I get it.
Sometimes you end up somewhere else a lot of times.
Oh, yeah. The big one that I haven't done though, that's like in the parks for sure, is I haven't done Cinderella's Royal Table.
Wow.
And again, that's kind of like I was trying to avoid it because again, I didn't have a daughter at the time, so I was like, I don't really need to go there. And I'm sure I'll end up going there, even though it's gonna cost me a mortgage payment to end up eating there. But maybe it'll just be me and Lucy who go, not Brian. We'll just leave him out of this one. It'll just be a mommy and daughter trip.
No, he's got to experience it with his daughter.
No, it's fine. He can stay out.
You're so mean.
I am. I'm so mean to him.
I mean, he's got to go. So that was a good question, though. I mean, because there's a lot. I'm in Haleo either.
Akershus I haven't done either.
Wow, that's the cheaper. That's the
cheaper. The chipper chicken.
Right?
Yeah,
chipper chicken for sure.
Chipper chicken and Princess Meals. Yeah,
exactly. I like Akershus a lot. And we've done that many times. Because again, cheaper chicken version of the center. We've done when we were on the dining plan back in the day a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
I gotta tell, dude. I've told the story, right? The last we had a reservation. One of my very first trips. Last day we're gonna blow it out with Cinderella's Royal Table reservation, and then I didn't have enough days on my tickets.
No!
So we got to the park and we had no more tickets to get into the park to do Cinderella, so I had to buy another day of tickets. I was like, that was so sad. That's such a rookie.
That hurts.
Counting the nights instead of the days, but that's back when you had Ultimate Park Hopper, and it was.
I love the Ultimate Park Hopper.
Yeah,
I wish they still had that. They will never bring that back.
If we ever do a show about rookie mistakes, that was one. I was like, oh, I'm totally miscalculated. Anyway, let's see. Rebecca's got a question in the inbox. Hey guys, I'm staying at SSR in December. That would be Saratoga Springs Resort. There's going to be 5 adults. There is a pull-out twin bed. 2 questions. Does anyone know if it'll fit an adult, a young lady that's 21 and she is 5'7"? She's feeling 22. Should we have an air mattress delivered? It states online, no additional bedding will be provided. Can we request bedding, or do I need to buy pillows and bedding to be delivered? Big fan for 2-ish years now. Love the show. Rebecca's in Hillsdale, Michigan, just south of Scotty G. Pam, what do you think for this one? I don't think a 21-year-old, do you?
No. They're designed for a certain size. I don't have it on the tip of my tongue, but they're
probably the tallest that it probably can handle. At 5'1". So
it has a weight requirement, I believe, as well as a height one. They are designed for children.
Yeah.
And what about the bedding? So if they get an air mattress, I mean, that like delivered, you just get your own. I mean, that's they wouldn't be very.
They will not deliver an air mattress for that. No.
Like if they
Bring their
Amazon,
own.
that wouldn't be comfortable though. That'd be pretty terrible.
Yeah, not the
Like,
best.
to me, I mean, like I wouldn't sleep on one.
Right.
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, they might have bedding in the room because you have that extra bed, the bed that you wouldn't be sleeping on. So you could maybe retrofit that for an air mattress. I don't know.
Different length of time though, man, because Disney wears you out. That wouldn't be.
It does, and I've slept on air mattresses after during Disney when I stayed at my brother's apartment in the past before having an actual bed in his apartment, and yeah, it sucks. Like it's not fun. I've definitely done it before though. Like, but it's not fun to do that for sure. So
I know. So I think they used to recommend that pull down only for guests like that were like 10 and under or 12 and under. That was kind of the the thing. Do they still do that though on the site? I don't know. They tend to do it though. So
yeah, it's not very.
No,
it says not for adults. I'm almost positive in that process. So, anyways.
All right, next question is about California Grill from Maureen. She says, question for the podcast. Do you know if we're able to go up to California Grill without a dining reservation? Used to be able to pop up there for a quick drink at the bar, but they stopped allowing that during COVID. Thanks. Pam, can you still go up there and get a drink?
I believe yes, but I think it definitely depends on how busy they are. So we did it actually, we used to do it a lot right after COVID. We were able to go up there. Steve and I, the summer of 2020, after Disney reopened, we spent a fair amount of time in Disney World working from there because we were still under the impression that this was going to be short term.
Right.
And we wanted to take advantage of the fact that Steve was working from home, blah, blah, blah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are in 2023 and Steve still works from home and is probably never going back to the office. But anyways, so we would do this frequently. For dinner, we'd go up, we'd work all day, then we'd grab, put everything away, then go to California, go up to the bar and sit and have a drink and whatever. So we were able to do that, but I think it really does depend on how busy they are, and you can't count on it, of course, because it's limited seating.
Right.
Yep. So just ask if you're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but
have a backup plan.
I was going to say have a plan B if you, So decide to go down to, maybe a Contempo Cafe, which I know is not things, or the outer. If you're looking for a drink, I mean, there's the bar. What is the Outer Rim Bar? So
you can go to the lounge at Steakhouse.
Oh yeah, Steakhouse
71 too.
Yeah, that's a good bar too.
That's actually a really good backup plan.
Yeah,
it is because you can order from the whole menu.
You can. So if you were looking to order food,
I might go there.
And the peanut butter and jelly wings.
Oh, rock on.
Are those the same? So are those the same wings that they're serving at Epcot? Because they have a peanut butter and jelly wing at Epcot, and I tried those, and those were really freaking good.
I don't know if they're exactly the same, but they're similar in that. And yes, they are very good. They're sort of
very good.
Like have a Thai influence or something like that, like a peanut sauce.
Yeah, it was very peanutty.
So good.
I definitely tasted the peanuts, but it was good. I liked it. I didn't think I was going to either. I was like, really, peanut butter and jelly wings? But yeah, they were actually really good. So
I am super starving today, and you guys are just absolutely destroying me with that right there. Because I bet you I could eat 2 dozen of those right now. I could taste the Smuckers right now.
Well, you don't really taste the jelly. You more taste the peanut butter.
Peanut butter, do the Jif? I don't care, man. Bring it. That sounds so good. Dr. Alan Young is in our chat. We appreciate that very much. I cannot wait to see him Marathon Weekend in January and then go out to his turf in Anaheim the week later. Awesome. Where's the best place for pizza? He's asking. Cool. I'm guessing at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And we got a recommendation though for an offsite delivery. Richard says Flippers.
Well, offsite, if you're going for offsite, you got to go to Giordano's, which is one of me and Brian's favorite places in Orlando for pizza. I mean, we loved it.
In Chicago too.
Yeah, we love it in Chicago. And then when we found out there was a Giordano's in Orlando, we're like, let's go. So that's my favorite offsite.
Yeah, and there are a few in the area.
There are a few in the area. So, but if you're looking for onsite, I mean, I really don't think you can go wrong with Via Napoli. I mean, I think that's the correct choice.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is it Via Napoli?
Yes, I agree too. It's just I think that it's good pizza. It's Naples style pizza, so there's also Pizza Ponte that is in Disney Springs,
Yes.
which I've had decent pizza at. And
I've had decent pizza there too.
Yeah, and they have a wide variety of they have a lot of choices.
They do.
That is really good. So I would check that out. Trying to think where else. We ordered, I wish I could find it, from a place that was so good. It was in this little hole in the wall when we were down there at one time, and I'll have to find it and see if I can find it.
You were the pseudo locals.
We were pseudo locals, yes. We did. But yeah, I mean, you need a good pizza place.
I know.
Sure.
We just I don't know if they have it in Orlando, but I know that they had it out in the village by the villages by my mom and dad, and I know it's a chain in the in the Florida area. But Hungry Howie's, they have pretty decent pizza. Yeah. So I don't know if it's
Did you say Hungry Cowies?
Howie.
I thought you said
yeah.
Okay.
Hungry Howie's.
Hungry Howie.
Yeah, they had pretty decent pizza. I don't know if that's in Orlando though. I know that was over by the villages, but I do know they have like a lot of Hungry Howie's franchises around the Florida area, so that could be an option.
Cool.
And I think John Pelkey mentioned, I think there might be a Flippers.
Yeah, Flippers is a lot of people are saying Flippers. Yeah,
Gumby's. Gumby's is a cheap pizza, but it's good if you're very starving. Have you ever had Gumby's? They have that.
No. I've had for cheap pizza. I've had Cece's, which is very cheap.
That's like but that's like a buffet.
Yes, that's a buffet.
This is more like really cheap delivery.
And there is a Cece's buffet, pizza buffet in Orlando, or at least there was.
I'm sure it's right next to the Golden Corral.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still there. Yeah.
Oh,
don't eat there.
I'm feeling.
I've never been to a Golden Corral, and I really want to go.
I don't know. No.
Dude, I have never been, and like my wife will go to a Golden Corral, and I was telling Scott about this, and he's like, "Do not go," and I'm
do
like,
not go to a Golden Corral.
I want to go once in my life and just experience a Golden Corral.
Enjoy the food poisoning. Yeah,
you don't.
The commercials look so good. I see commercials on TV all the time.
Yeah, they make McDonald's burgers look like they're from a high-end restaurant too. They're not. So
it can't be that bad. It looks wonderful. I mean, it looks back in the day in North County, Rikki, we had this place called Duff's Cafeteria, and it looks like Duff's from like the 80s.
No, I mean, these are not places you want to go.
People
are telling you not to go for
a reason. Yeah.
Damn, Will, there's a hard no. Like, it's right next to our Texas Roadhouse. I'm like, why don't we switch it up on a Saturday night and live
No. There used to be a Golden Corral up by us, and they closed it during COVID, and it did not reopen. And that tells you now it's a place where they do I think Korean. It's like a Korean grill or something like that. That's a much better choice than.
Shout out Don Glover says Golden Corral, at least here in Seattle, was great.
No,
El Molino actually has pizza too.
Oh yeah, thanks for getting us back on track. I'm
gonna get us out of this, please.
Yeah, thank you. We had the pizza at El Molino and it was rocking. We did have that. You can't wear a hat there though, by the way. Just so you know, going in, you got to take off your cap. It's fancy. So we had to put it on. Yes. Here's a question for Rikki. Actually, I had to hold this one for a few weeks. It's from Nicole. It says, "Hey, Mike and BOGP crew. I'm hoping Rikki is here on the show today because her daughter is a few weeks younger than my daughter. What are some unique Disney Halloween family of 3 costume ideas? Thank you for always making the shows enjoyable, Nicole." All right, we need a family of 3.
So Brian and I were actually talking about this over the weekend, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted Lucy to be this year for Halloween. So my mom back in the day, she actually sewed my brother a Dalmatian costume. So she said, well, you could be a Dalmatian, and then, Brian could be a Dalmatian too. We, get him some sort of costume. And then I have a Cruella costume, so I could be Cruella, and then they could be Dalmatians. But I think that my mom's costume that she made is just a little too big. So at this point, I think we may have to wait till next year for that. So we were really kind of thinking about like what kind of costumes we could do with Lucy. And I know Toy Story is like a really popular one because there's a lot of different options that people, can go with. So that's a good choice. We were talking and he's like, Brian's like, what has a baby in it? He's like, what's The Incredibles? That has a baby.
That's pretty. That's what I was thinking. Incredible.
But that's Jack. So I mean, that might be a little, confusing. Oh, what a cute little boy. Oh, it's a girl. So but so that's an option, I guess. If you got a little
candy, who cares?
Yeah, it's true. It's candy. And then I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like we were really trying to rack our brains about what.
Kara,
Mike, Sully, and Boo. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So, and Winnie the Pooh is good too. We just need to go to like Target and look at see what costumes they have and kind of pick and choose from there and then go from there. We were talking about because I call her Peanut. And so we were talking about having her dress up as a peanut. And so I looked at the costumes on Target and I was not paying that much for a costume of a peanut.
They always
like, no, thank you.
They have the cutest pumpkin ones though.
Usually for
babies.
I know.
And I'm debating
the pumpkin for her first Halloween too. For sure.
So cute.
Yeah, but Mike, Sully, and Boo is a really good choice. I do like that a lot.
That is cute.
Star Wars and Baby Yoda. She could be Grogu.
That's right. She could
That'd be sweet. Carrying like a little egg. And then you got Asher says bee and beekeepers.
Oh, that's cute.
Beekeepers, and she could be a little bee.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going to be your key here. Pinterest is your friend.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, totally.
That's true. Totally it. Yeah.
Okay, we had a question here from Len that I missed a little bit ago. What's your most impressive brush with unscheduled celebrity at a Disney park? On stage doesn't count. For me, it was Meatloaf. I had Meatloaf one time at the plaza.
Not that Meatloaf, dear.
Oh my God, it's great. The mashed potatoes and gravy with it. It's so good. Anyway, he says he was filming something near the water between Imagination and the Land.
There you go.
2 out of 3 ain't bad though. He was trying to get all 3 pavilions. He's trying to hit all 3 pavilions on that side of the park, but he only hit the land and the seas.
Stop. No, he hit Imagination.
He didn't quite make it there because 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Stop.
I cracked myself up. So
yeah, you were the only one who cracks yourself up.
That's what I do all day. I work from home and buys here. That's what I do. Anyway, so he got to meet Meatloaf. Rest in peace. Rikki, who have you unscheduled celebrity meeting? It says on stage doesn't count.
Oh, no, like if the performer is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, where else are you going to meet him unless you're like
me and Murph McGrath, we've had moments.
You've had moments together while he's performing.
Yeah.
He passed away too. He passed away just the other day too, didn't he?
Who? Murph McGrath? No, that was the guy from Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. Okay, I get Smash Mouth.
Not Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray is very different than Smash Mouth.
I told my wife that was the guy that Pam likes when he passed away. I'm sorry.
No, not him.
Sorry. I'm a mess.
I haven't had any like real celebrity encounters. The one not in the parks. I mean, the one that I've had that's Disney related that wasn't in the parks was I met Ed Asner. Which was a really weird experience, but it was really cool too. But it was definitely a weird experience. Yeah. Anyway, but the one that I've had in the parks that's in passing, I saw JoJo Siwa, who, if you're like,
the JoJo's bows that makes the bows for the children.
Yes. Yeah. I saw her in the parks at the Magic Kingdom one time, but that's like the only person I've seen in the parks that's like unscheduled, so yeah. Melissa says, let's stop there. Good. Yeah. That's a good call. Yeah.
Okay. Pam,
she knows the story. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I've met a few people and it's typically because I've been like in a media event stuff. So it was unscheduled, but the last ABD that I did when I was walking in Muppet Studio, I was walking out and practically ran into one of the dudes from AC/DC.
My God!
You shook me all night long, baby.
I guess I had no idea who it was. Like, yes. I mean, I've seen AC/DC before, but like, I didn't know that he was from AC/DC. He was real short, like a short guy. Like, and so then, yeah.
How did you know it's from AC/DC? Like, did he have his guitar like around his neck?
No, because the people, like other people were watching me. I just pulled out from the store, and they're like, "Did you know that was the guy from
my
ACDC?"
God.
And I was like,
Well, that's kind of like us and being on the cruise with the guy from REO Speedwagon.
That's true. Yes,
I mean,
cruise,
we
yes.
were. And speaking
We
of,
would have believed anything at that point that day.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
not sure that was true,
That's
but
a
I
valid
mean, we
point.
bought it and it was good.
But now here's the deal. When I was in Aulani, I actually I ended up, I think I sat in a hot tub with one of the guys that was on the Disney Channel. I don't remember what his name was. His brother's the fighter, the guy that like keeps trying to fight people, like MMA or whatever. I forget what his name is. Clearly it made an impression on me. But then I also did see and meet I met Ali Kravali. At
I have no idea who these people are. Like you're saying,
Ali is the voice of Moana.
Okay.
She's the voice of Moana. So I met her at Aulani. So
I got to meet Grumpy Cat.
Yes,
you
that's
did.
true. We did see Grumpy Cat, the
It's
Seven
a
Dwarfs.
Dwarves media event, and I got to ride behind Gabe from that awesome Disney Channel show. Gabe and the lady.
Oh, Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie, I love that show. I got to ride behind him on the
Amy
media.
Duncan.
Yeah, Amy
That's
Duncan.
right.
I got to ride behind him on the preview. Let's see. I met Joe Rody. I didn't meet him. I sat behind his ear.
We sat right behind him.
Yes.
Folks, I kept looking at his ear, and
being like, "We got you some support for your ear."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I met Josh tomorrow, so there's that. Yeah.
We'd be like, "Do you want us to hold your earrings?"
So, and Melissa mentions it too. I was going to say that Dr. Bailey was on our podcast cruise the one time on the fantasy. So, like, Paige was stalking her. My daughter.
She was.
Paige loves that show. I'm like, Paige, knock it off. Like, for real, you're going to scare this lady. Like, stop. You're crazy. But a long time ago, I mean, this was like before I did anything with Disney. You know, I was just a very casual Disney fan. Stuart Scott, I sailed with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
He was the bomb, dude. He signed autographs for us. I had an autograph signed for my classroom. He was awesome, and he sang karaoke with us. It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Stuart Scott, cool's the other side of the pillow. Booyah! My favorite. So, it was fun. Oh my god.
Hey, we've met more celebrities than we we initially thought. Good for us.
In our chat, like Jennifer here in St. Charles met the Sprouse twins, weren't they?
Cool.
Sweet Life, yeah.
Yes, the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
So fun.
Jake Paul, that's the guy.
Logan
Paul, Jake Paul, whichever's the one that was on the Disney Channel. Because I think his brother is the one who wants to fight people.
The one guy fights everybody, I think.
Yeah, I met the one that doesn't fight everybody, I think.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, the one dude fights like every other weekend, I think.
Well, yeah, that was my point. I was like, I know I met one of the Paul brothers, but I couldn't remember which one it was. So
yeah. Okay, we got a real question here. Okay, that was fun going down memory lane.
That's a real question.
This is a weird show. Guess what? There was a bear loose at the Magic Kingdom.
Nothing can be weirder than that.
Nothing has gotten fixed ever the rest of the day. Like we're still in bear zone at this point on the podcast today. Anyway, Chris has a question. Hey, Mike, want to reach out with a few logistics questions for our marathon weekend trip. It'll be my first time down for a race. So we're trying to sort out the how pieces. I'm trying to remember as much as I can from the podcast, but I feel like I'm forgetting so much. Okay, step one, pack bear spray. And here's the question. Again, he's a runner. Just you don't have to outrun the bear. Just outrun somebody else that's not a runner, and you're good.
Got it.
Okay. Number one, we're arriving on Friday the 5th and only running the marathon on Sunday. You slacker. You're only running 26 miles. You
How dare you?
Only at Disney can we say that. They're just kidding. Our flight gets there earlier, around 9 to 10 a.m. So we're wondering first about the expo. How do we get to the expo from our resort, and about how long does it typically take? Easy. Just go to your resort, drop your stuff. Your room at 9 to 10 in the morning. If you land at 9 or 10, you'll probably get to your resort maybe 11 or 12. Your room probably will not, but it's 50-50 will be ready. Drop your luggage, get up. The bus will be waiting right there. They run those buses continuously to the expo. It's like a motor coach. Get on it. They'll take you right over to the expo. How long does it take? If you're in and out getting your bibs, an hour, maybe 90 minutes. If you're a shopper, it could take you all day. Depends how I hate the expo, to be honest. This is just me. I'm not a shopper, and I've done them many times. It's a pain in the butt. Scott and I have said many times, this is our new business. We would pay $50 extra if they would just deliver our bibs to our resort, just send them to the front desk. We would pay an extra $50. Just put our bibs at the front desk. We'll pay $50. But they're not going to do that because of the vendors over at the expo are paying all that money to have the booths, right?
Yeah.
They need the traffic to go through, and they need me to buy shoelaces that I forgot and sunglasses that I don't need. And
I think it would be a wash revenue wise, the amount that they get from the vendors
True.
versus, and if they had them put their stuff online
wow.
and or offer an exclusive discount available to people who registered, then think about that. It could be a win-win for everybody. The races are like obstacles that.
Do you not think that's a great idea though, to like pay a premium to get
100%?
The greatest thing would be like if it got delivered to your bed in your room, like, right, you check in, bam, your bib's sitting on your bed. Oh my God, that'd be perfect. But I mean, I'm telling them to meet me halfway. I go down to the check-in desk and they go, because like if you get back in the day when they'd have like something for you at a media event, or like when you got those little cards for like putt-putt, they'd be like, "Oh, sir, we got something for you." And it would disappear, in the back room. And you're thinking, "Oh, I'm getting some big prize." And they come back with an envelope. It's like, "Oh, yeah, here's your putt-putt passes." I'm like, "Oh,
right,
dog, whatever." But they can put them back there and bring them out to you. Scott and I've said this many times. Like, we pay $50-$75 to do that just to not have to go over to the expo.
100%.
But there you go. At least probably 90 minutes. Okay. Long-winded answer. Question 2. My wife is coming down and wants to cheer at one spot before heading back to relax while I finish the marathon. Are there any spots you recommend for that? Pam, you've done this. You've cheered Marathon Sunday many times. Where's a good spot to cheer? What do you think?
I always liked by the TTC because
Yeah.
I felt like that was a good location. It was, it gave you the opportunity to sort of see you guys coming in a long way, and we could do that. It also gave us the opportunity to be at other locations later on during the race, and like that. For the marathon, at the beach club in that area is a good spot. Near the end is a good spot too, depending on what you want to see. I've always sort of liked that location. In Future World, I don't even know what the course will look like. And with Moana, what will happen with that? But I liked that one too. It was very, very close to the end. And it was kind of cool to see that without being in that, that at the craziness that can be the end. So
yeah, the finish line, while there's bleachers and stuff, it's a madhouse there. I try to catch up when maybe because you can get into the park there. Maybe, like I said, Future World, even up by World Showcase, like Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, you can watch up there, and it's less hectic, definitely. And he says, any must-know pieces for doing this that people tend to overlook? The one thing I would throw in is grab some ADRs at 60 days, because the one thing that goes quick with marathon runners, marathon weekend, is sit-down restaurants.
Mhm.
Runners are there, and they got to eat. So if you want to eat, grab some ADR 60 days before you arrive, because those things are at a premium. So that's the one thing I think people overlook. Like, oh shoot, I don't have anywhere to eat. So I think that's my biggest thing that people overlook. Rikki, do you have any tips for marathon weekend you think of? People might know?
No, you're going to be tired. So, and that counts for the people who are cheering as well. Another great place to cheer is actually, I know we cheered a lot of times at the, Boardwalk Beach Club, that section of the resort as well. And that's more toward the end. So, it's nice for those of us who don't like to get up so early, because the TT, C and everything is pretty early on in the race. So
usually, usually.
So you got to get there early. But when you get to the beach club, Boardwalk area, that's a little less early, so you got some time to get there and everything like that. So that's usually where I like to stand. So that's my option.
All righty, and I'll see you down there. Can't wait to see it. Last question of the day is from Julie. We're staying at the DVC for the first time at Grand Floridian. Do we go to the normal desk in the hotel to check in, or do we have a different DVC check-in area? Pam Forrester.
You're gonna go to the regular desk to check in, and then go over. They've sort of made it, I think, easier, because there is now just most of the resorts that have both deluxe and deluxe villa resorts, they have just one check-in desk. So that makes it good.
Hey, simple is good.
Keep it simple, stupid, right? Remember that little acronym.
That telling you what, man, that's the philosophy of my little world here in this little room that I work in all day. Simple. Perfect. All right. Well, hey, listener questions all over the place. We barely scratched the surface today, but we got through it. And thank you for being
until
here.
the bare end.
That's right.
Oh my.
Exactly. I don't know what else to say. But we are going to be back on Friday, and we're going to be trapped in Toy Story Land.
Not in Frontierland, Liberty Square, or Adventureland.
No.
We're not trapped with a bear.
I can't. I couldn't bear the scareness.
Bear the thought? I couldn't bear the thought. There you go.
Again. So anyway, we're going to do that on Friday. So come on back for that. Of course, tomorrow we'll have the replay of Sunday night's live call-in show. That was a ton of fun as well. But until then, we are standing by over at the Magic for Less Travel, helping you plan amazing Disney vacations. Did you know everybody and their aunt can book the Disney Treasure now?
Yay!
Everybody. Uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, nephews, everybody. You get on that awesome ship. And, sales very tail end of 2024, mostly 2025, early 2025. But, there's awesome ships out there as well. You got the Wish, you got the Dream, you got the Fantasy, you got the Wonder, you got the Magic. I call that the OG ship. That's just what I call it. But whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go, Disney Cruise Line's getting you out there to see the world. And we give you onboard credits that spend just like cash. You have fun with that. As long as you don't use them for tips, I'll find you if you do that. But if you do, just don't tell me. But you're going to have a good time. We're going to get you the best deal possible on those cruises. You'll pay the same as booking directly with Disney Cruise Line. We'll take care of you there. Of course, Walt Disney World, Disneyland as well. Alani, Adventures by Disney, wherever you want to go, we'll take great care of you. So check out all the details over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Pushes you right back to the Amazon site, but supports everything we do throughout the year. So please click on that as often as you can. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you to our patrons. You guys support everything we do. You allow us to put these shows out 3, 4, 5 times a week. And it's because of your support that we get to do this. And you get a bonus show as well if you support us starting at just $5 a month. That's like one coffee a month. Like, that's nothing. So come on over, patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Give us a follow on social media. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS. Pam's at TMFLT Pam. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. We're going to be waiting impatiently for you to give us a follow so we can talk to you on the socials. We can talk football. We can talk Halloween costumes. We can talk Disney. Maybe Universal. Yeah, that's Ricky.
That's me. That's fine. And Pam. Pam likes Universal.
Pam does love Universal. She likes resorts and lounges. That's where you.
I mean,
that's like a general rule of my life.
I mean, me, SEC football. Let's go. Okay, so we'll talk to you on the socials. We'll have a good time. But until we get together again, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Yes, and this was unbearable.
Yes, it was.
You guys are
yes,
awesome. You knew it was going to happen as soon as Bear got loose.
100%. We were not going to not talk about the bear all episode. So.
Oh yeah. So this is 23, 57. This is like all odd numbers. TED, MP3, 441. Save. Okay, now we can do trapped. I'm liking this little clock radio looking thing on my phone now. I love Cabana Bay. It's got a bowling alley.
Cabana Bay does have a bowling alley.
Yep.
They do some cool stuff, and I like their the fires that they have. The fire pits.
Yeah, the fire pits.
Ones.
Yes.
S'mores is a real thing that happens.
It is. Yes, it is.
Reminds me when we had the treehouse back in like 2009, and Jay made
Jay's Schmoes.
I have the sign out in my garage.
Yep.
Jay's Schmoes. Those were so good. Yeah, those were the days. I can't believe we had like 85 people in a tree.
I know, it was so stupid.
Not go to jail.
So freaking stupid.
That was ridiculous.
That was in my name too.
I know, I can't believe that, dude. I just can't believe the security guard let people keep coming in. We had a sheet cake.
We did have a sheet.
We went to Walmart and got like one of those church like lemonade dispensers because I still have that out in the garage. I think because I had the trailer at that point. I didn't fly. Oh my god, that was crazy. Like, I mean, Messiah was it. We had people like from all over the world in that place. You had to have full on sound system.
Yeah, we did.
We were on Magical Mouse Radio live.
We were.
It was stupid crazy. Oh my god, we did dumb stuff. But
we sure did.
Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 5, 9, and we're rolling. Oops. Welcome to episode 2359 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman for BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend and that your football team gets the W. And if you're not into football, hey, just have a great weekend. It's fall. It's cooling off here in the States, and maybe you can get some pumpkin spice latte or apple pie, whatever it is. Let's just make it a great one, and we're going to kick it off by having some fun. Heading over to the studios virtually today with a series that we started way back in 2016, and we're going to jump in and continue this today. We're going to be trapped in Toy Story Land and escape to just a little area kind of next to it too to make it a little bit more fun. So we're going to have fun with this today. Have a virtual trip with us, a mental escape as we wrap up the work week. Joining me today to head over to Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have Rikki from A Disney World. Oh my gosh.
Wow, we went back in time.
I mentioned 2016. I go back to your old blog, DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I still own it, so, it's still mine. I haven't updated it since 2012 or something, but yeah.
Brain fart on a Friday. No, that would be the Mouse for Less.
I'm at the Mouse for Less now. Yeah. It's been a while. I've been there for.
I am getting old and I'm losing my mind.
I've been with the Mouse for Less for a while now, Mike.
Ask Jeeves. So,
yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. So.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean. Just doing a lot of good work on the Mouse for Less. So I just want to throw that out there. We've been updating the site like crazy. So it's definitely been a labor of love, but I've been loving every second of it. And I know that the helpers that we have been, hopefully loving it too. We're getting the site looking real good and real updated because, there may have been a few things that have changed over the past few years. So we're making sure that everything is up to snuff now. So we're all good.
And by the way, happy iPhone 15 day to all who celebrate, because the folks who got lucky on the lottery and got day one delivery, they're hitting hot little hands today. I did not upgrade this time because I had the 14 and it was similar, but I know the excitement when it's your day. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better. And then your whole day is like, you got to
play with it. Well, you got to figure out how to get it.
Then you got
connected.
You hold your breath the whole time. Like, please brick my current phone. It's like, oh my God, that is the most stressful day. And it's like, then your wife's like, we're going to go to dinner. I'm like, absolutely not until my phone's done. Because I'm not
leaving. I'm not leaving this. Yes.
This thing bricks. My whole world's upside down for the next 2 months. Nope. Nobody breathe. Nobody mess with the Wi-Fi. Right. Nobody move. So happy iPhone 15 day to all who celebrate. But also joining us today, we have Pam Forrester, co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel. And Pam, I just gotta say, if on this Friday show the headline isn't Moose on the Loose at the Magic Kingdom,
stop.
I'm gonna be disappointed because
it will be a disappointment. Yeah,
I think you're gonna be disappointed. Yeah,
we need a moose.
I know, right? I'd like to see him swimming, you see those videos of the moose sort of swimming. I think I would like to see that. So anyways, yeah, I know. So first of all, we need to know what kind of supports are going to be available for Mike to help with his memory issues as we continue to podcast. Maybe there can be someone stage left or stage right who can help you provide information to you.
I'm going to be in the home soon. The home for old podcasters.
Yeah, there we go.
I wonder what that will look like. It'll be a good spot. It'll be fun.
People just talking into a microphone that's not hooked up to anything.
It's not hooked up to anything.
To hear their own voice. Like my wife goes, you just like to hear your own voice, don't you? I'm like, I guess, maybe.
I'm liking it. And yes, so the iPhone thing, here's the most scary part of it. And this has happened to me the last 2 times I've upgraded my iPhone. I go through the process and it's like, cannot complete the process. Like you have to restart it. Wow. And I'm like, no.
4 hours.
No. And then it does miraculously work the second time I try it. But it's happened to me now a few times and I'm just like, oh, you are kidding me. And I typically, so this is the good news about having in-house tech support.
There you go.
I let Steve do it because it just like makes me like the whole thing is just so nerve-wracking. So.
Right. It is very nerve-wracking. I agree with that. Yeah. Because you're like, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is everything going to transfer over? Am I going to lose it all? You know, that kind of stuff. Yes. It's.
I mean, I'm so mental. Like I used to always, you know, I'd stay up late on the pre-order day, and I'd always get. Luckily, I'd always get, you know, day one delivery, and then I would take off school. I'd get a sub on the day where it gets delivered, and then I would sit at my house and work, you know, for doing my travel agent stuff. But I would just like watch for the big brown truck because it always comes UPS. And you know, you just hear outside, you'd hear, and you'd, oh, here comes, here you did. Then it wouldn't be, you know, the truck.
It wouldn't be you, yeah.
And then the truck would always come like at 3:45 p.m. You know, so like then you get it in your hot little hands, and you can't wait to. And then you know you're going to dinner at 4:30, so you start the update.
No,
right
I'm not going to dinner
dinner
at 4:30, so
you got to go before the crowds get big. And so then I get a picture.
No,
I don't go anywhere where the crowds are big at 4:30.
no, I don't either.
I can't. We've established on Wednesday I can't go to Golden Corral where the crowds are.
The crowds might be big at 4:30 at Golden Corral.
Yeah, at Golden Corral, yes, but nowhere else. No.
Yes. Anyway, let's get to today's show. Priscilla's got a late breaking question. Do you think they'll bring back the Christmas drone show at the Springs? I wish, but no.
No.
God, that was awesome. I got
It
to
was
see
cool.
that in person. It was
very cool.
I swear when I saw that, Pam, I don't know if I was there with you. I was there with you and
yes.
I remember like I was there with Panda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I turned to him because we were on the same bus going to the thing, and I said, "We'll never see fireworks again. Like a year after fireworks are dead." I was like, "We will never have fireworks after."
Wrong.
Yeah, that was a hot take. That was
a wrong hot take. Yeah.
There's something about the fireworks.
So cool. Yeah.
I think they
no,
could definitely
cool.
work together in a show together, but there's something about the fireworks that I think that will never leave. The hearing the sound and seeing all that. So anyways, yes.
Agreed.
I think the first time you see a drone show though, for like again, back to the iPhone stuff, like when you're a tech nerd, I was like, this is unbelievable. Like, because they're silent, right? I mean, we heard nothing.
Right.
There was music playing, and like all of a sudden there was a dove,
Yes.
and then bam, there was like a Christmas tree.
Right.
I was like, holy, how does that happen?
It was really cool, but
twinkling, and it was unreal. Like I couldn't believe it. I mean, I felt like, you know, I should have been in the Carousel of Progress, like grandpa. that's my role at this point. You know, I'm old.
Yeah, we've already established that. So.
Yeah, you know, and then Lisa here from Alabama has apparently gone on Amazon and thankfully ordered me some
Prevagen. There you go.
Our listeners take care of us, so I love you guys. Okay, so today, back to on topic. Now that we're 15 minutes in, trapped in Toy Story Land. That's where we're going to be. We used to do Trapped in Adventureland, Trapped in Frontierland, Trapped in France and Epcot, these pavilions. You cannot leave the boundaries of this area. We're going to break it down, explore it. So let's start off. We're in Toy Story Land. This land that debuted at Disney's Hollywood Studios in 2018, I believe, spring 2018.
Summer.
And summerish. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have, let's break it down. So let's go attractions first. And my favorite attraction, obviously, in Toy Story Land, Slinky Dog Dash. I love this ride.
Yes.
Pros and cons. Rikki? Con for me is it's outside.
Yes, that's definitely a big con. I have gotten on this attraction as it was starting to rain, and as you know, it's Florida, so a light drizzle turns into a monsoon very quickly, and I have gotten just drenched riding this, but you know, you've waited in line so long that you're like, I'm gonna ride this now. So
well, it's better that than not get to ride at all because of the weather. That's the thing I worry about.
Yes, that's true.
Very, you know, you could be in line for 45 minutes and boom, storm comes on.
And then you wait. Yeah, then you gotta wait even longer. No, this is just this coaster though. It's fun. It makes me giggle because it's a smooth coaster. It's just that the word fun is, I think, the only thing that you can use to describe this coaster. It's just fun. I love the part where where it stops and then you go backwards and then they go, here we go. And, you take off again. And I just love it all. The coaster you get some good little fun airtime on it. And it's a great little attraction. And it's good for almost all, ages. It's a good, like, not starter coaster, but when they get up
Goldilocks coaster, I think it's just right.
Just right. Yeah, exactly. Like you get up to a good age where you're going to enjoy a roller coaster. And I think that it's a perfect coaster for that too.
Yeah, because I think I think even teens enjoy this coaster. Like, because they have fun. It's got like the camel humps. Like you said, it's got a pause in the middle. It kind of revs back up. Hang on.
Yeah.
And then you're gone again with a second launch.
Yeah.
Pam, we got to ride this, early. And like, I remember the first time we went on, we were sitting next to each other and we were just laughing. Like on that first launch, we were cracking up on the station. Like it was, it was like, it was just fun. I mean, that was the whole.
It is. And it's a little bit thrilling too. Yeah. Like that, when you do that, we go up that first hill and you kind of turn and go down. The person who's on the inside sort of gets more of a thrill, I feel like on that. But it's not too thrilling. It's just, it is just right. That's the perfect way to describe it. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's long. It's one of the longer attractions.
Agreed.
Period. That's really longer thrill attractions. I really like that about it. So I kind of do like that the coaster itself is outside because it sort of lends itself to that, like almost like you're in the grass, you're riding this coaster. I wish the queue was indoor, or at least had, if not,
with a little covering, eventually.
Yes. But those fans that sort of kick out the water too, that would kind of be a nice thing to have in the space too. But it is, and the queue really has so many things to look at as you're going through. As you get closer to riding, you see so many sort of Toy Story like things, and I love that part of it too. It just is, it's a great coaster, and I think everyone likes the Toy Story franchise. So I think that that's a cool thing too.
You do make a good point. I mean, it does need to be outside because it's Andy's backyard. So
exactly.
It does need to be outside, except, it's just the frustration of that it's in Florida. This would be great, in Anaheim, right? Where the weather's so stable. Yeah. It's just a frustration because it's so popular and you wait in line sometimes for a few minutes. And like, I've been in that line, because I'm like, it's standby. I'll wait 75 minutes because I like it that much, because I'll come in and wait. But it's like, the problem is like, it's like 2 p.m. I'm like, you're seeing the storm coming in. You're like, am I going to be?
No. Faster, people.
Like, don't mess around. Get in, pull the bar down, and let's rock, man. Because I got to get in because that thing is coming, and I want to ride this sucker.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a race with the storm, and so that is the frustration. But I think you make a great point, Pam, is that there's a lot to see, and it's very repeatable. This is not one. It's a one time. You can ride this one over and over and see a lot of things, especially for folks like in our generation. It's a lot of the toys that we had as kids.
It is, and I think too, the other thing is, like you said, you do just giggle the whole time you're on it. Like it's 100%. Like this ride and Big Thunder Mountain. If you aren't giggling the whole way through the attraction, you're doing something wrong.
You're doing it completely wrong.
Like, on both of these, we're like hands up.
Yes.
We're riding the whole time with our hands up. Like, I'm like, and I want to like look around at the people who are not. And I'm like, put your hands up. What do you know what you're doing?
Fun hater.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, these are the funnest rides.
Yes, they are.
Yes. In the wilderness. Oh, wait, we're not in that line.
No.
Okay. Pam, pick the next attraction in Toy Story Land. What are we going to talk about?
I'm going to skip one and go right to Toy Story Midway Mania.
Good call.
I know. I'm trying to keep our rating intact.
Yeah, there you go.
We are not going to go with the acronyms today.
Not that acronym.
No. The Toy Story attraction, I think, has always been a favorite of mine for so many reasons. First of all, it's competitive. So you can compete against the scores you've had before. You can compete against the person who's riding with you, compete against the rest of your car. Heck, at the end, they show you the scores, the top scores of the people who've ridden that day, that month, whatnot. So some of the scores, I'm still, for as many times as I've written it, I'm
Right?
like, how in the world
How are you
did
getting
people get these scores?
I mean, granted, I don't want to like cheat and look it up either. You know, I kind of want to.
Me
like,
neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I want to discover stuff myself. And I
do
found
too.
one of the things that does really help you with your score is somebody else who's decent at it too, and sort of working together on
True.
a few things that we've discovered over the years, but whatever, you know, the same thing.
Yeah.
So I love that. It's like a Buzz Lightyear game, the better version of it.
Absolutely a better version of it.
It really is. So I love that. I love how, remember, they had at one point updated it. It used to have oh, I forget the section. It was like Bo Peep.
Yeah.
I think
Was it
her
eggs?
maybe.
The egg
I
is
don't
still there?
remember.
I don't remember now. Now I'm blanking.
I don't either, but one of them was,
I'll
you
get
know, it
I'll
was
give you some
different.
more Prevagen.
No, yeah, well, yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully we'll get a group discount.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently we all need it.
We need it. For sure.
But anyways, they were able to update it, and I thought, oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
Because
they'll be able to update it more often. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, whenever they want to do that, they will be able to update it. So really love that. And I think it's just an attraction that one of the first attractions where they had really honest to goodness accessible vehicles and made sort of a good way for those vehicles to sort of pull out of the line so it didn't hold up the rest of the line, let people take as much time as they needed to load and all of that. So I really liked that too. And plus, who doesn't love an attraction that has an interactive Mr. Potato Head in it?
Right. Although, unfortunately, he has not been interactive much.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I know.
Some
Poor
days
guy.
we get that way too.
He is a potato.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. If you think about it though, like think about how there's a lot of parallels between it, and think about this. So you said that, Pam, the Skyliner load and the Toy Story load. With
True,
the,
yeah.
That is true. Very
Yeah.
true. Yeah, the way that it pulls out, and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the point.
agreed. So yeah, I love this attraction though. I really do. It again, it's just fun. Like this land is just fun. Everything about it is sort of
toys.
fun.
I mean, it's like going to
toys.
Toys R Us. You know, back in the day when we were kids, Children's Palace back here in St. Louis is our toy store.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people talk about Hills on the East Coast. We didn't have that here, but I listened to a lot of shows. There was like Hills. I'm like, God, I've never been to a Hills, but man, the way you guys talk about it on these shows, I listen to these podcasts. I got to go to Hills.
Oh yeah, it had like a food area, an area where you could like order food. It was the oddest thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It was just like popcorn and pretzels and stuff like that.
That's
but
all right.
still.
Yeah, I mean, this place must have been epic because I mean, I listen to these podcasts, these retro podcasts, and they're always like, man, my mom would take me to Hills and I'd be able to get toys because we had, you know, Toys R Us and Children's Palace. Anyway, off topic. So, real quick, around the horn, favorite Toy Story Midway Mania game. Rikki, what's your favorite of the mini games?
I love the Little Green Men game. I really, you know, where you got
break those plates.
no, not the plates, the Little Green, where that's the ring toss.
Oh, the ring. Okay, that's my favorite too. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm great at it. I mean,
Yes,
well, good Lord, it's hard to be humble, but when you're perfect in every way.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh God,
I mean, I rock at that game.
I couldn't roll my eyes harder at you right now. So,
It's an audio podcast, so rock on. Go ahead.
But I do like the one with Woody and Jesse at the end too. The with the darts that you're throwing, like the bullseye dart, you know, like darts you're throwing.
Yeah, that's probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
Go for the lava flows. Boom first. That's a little tip. Pam,
That's-
what about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite is the alien section because I am awesome
Yeah.
at it. So
we
what
need
will
to throw down because this is
we all are awesome at the alien section, so we all need to just work out. We can figure
I
out.
know. So then, like, what will happen is, like, I'll ride with Steve, and I'm behind,
And then
and
you
I
catch
always
him right
lean
there.
over, and I'm like, oh, here's what I'm gonna catch up, and I'm like,
Here's where the game begins, baby.
I know. And then that last section, your arm. Oh
yes.
Yeah, the mind is just like
I love the
it's
mind.
mind over matter. It's like how bad do you want? That's why I was telling everybody whoever I'm in the car with, how bad do you want it, dude?
I know.
know.
I love mine. But
Glory
dang,
forever.
that kills your arm. Oh my
It does.
goodness.
Yeah, well, like when that big bullseye just pops up and it goes
Yeah,
like
and you're just like
500 to
shoot as
1,000.
fast as you can.
And I'm
Yeah.
Yes.
Tommy John surgery is like 5 pulls away. I don't care. Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
I'm like, oh my God, I might have a heart attack. My Apple Watch is like, sir, your heart beats.
It's true because I think I don't breathe during it.
I know.
I think I totally feel like I don't breathe when I'm doing
Oh, I
this.
know. Dude, you know what they should do is put a camera on you Like,
Oh my God.
that video for like the last 10 seconds of the mine train.
That would be a video.
I know my eyes are bulging out. My face is probably purple.
Yep.
That's what they should put up on the screen. Like the best picture of the hour. I am loving this. Yes.
Oh, we should totally do that.
Yeah.
Disney, hit us up. That's what we do. Okay, we gotta go to the third attraction in this land. That would be Alien Swirling Saucers. And this ride obviously is very similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree in Cars Land. I mean, it's a fun little ride.
It's fun, but I don't know what makes it more fun at Mater's than here. There's just something. I feel
songs.
That's true. The song. You are right. Yes. Yeah. It's very.
Yes.
Have Larry the Cable Guy singing to you
when he sings in something because he forgot the words. Like I love that.
And I love personally Land. The Cars Land is just better. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
But, it is. So maybe they just need a better song.
Maybe, but the aliens, could they sing a song? I mean, I guess they could. Sure, why not? Let's write a song for the aliens.
Right. Where they have, and at some point they do something.
So I don't know.
So if people haven't ridden it, it's just a ride where you sit down and basically it's kind of like almost like a modified teacup. Not a teacups because you don't spin in a cup, but you're like in a sled kind of
like a tilt-a-whirl
it like slings you around. It's almost like a scissor, like at a carnival, but it doesn't take you all the way around. It just kind of slings you. It's like
it slings you and you sort of end up someplace different than you started almost, and it's kind of like it's like it almost seems as if you're going to run into the people next to you, but then you don't. Because that would be bad. So it's cute though. It is a cute ride, and dang, the line for this is usually, like in my opinion, crazy.
Yes. Right now it's 10 minutes. That's what I will wait for this ride. I will not rate anything more than 10 minutes for this though. Yeah. So.
But it's good to have something like that. I mean, I think it's really good for little kids.
It is good to have something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
It's cool looking. It's visual. It's very visual.
And they do a holiday version at the Christmas time. So they do like a different. They add a third song in there, and they do like a Christmas like version. I know we have it on the Mouse for Less because I've recorded it before. So
there's your 3 big attractions in Toy Story Land.
Yes,
a lot of fun though. I mean, it's neat. Okay, so let's talk dining, and let's go to the first place that you could have gone to before the sit-down restaurant that just opened. But let's go to Woody's Lunchbox.
Yes, which
was kind of the OG place you had to eat in Toy Story Land. So I don't know if you guys have the menus pulled up, but
I love Woody's. They usually have a grilled cheese. And I love their tater tots, their tachos. Those are so delicious too. And they usually have the lunchbox tart, which is like a fancy Pop Tart. But they have different.
This is my jam. I mean, this is Mike in the Midwest.
They have different flavors of Pop Tarts. So those are, and they have different ones for like holiday seasons and stuff like that. So that's good too. My only gripe about this restaurant is the fact that, again, it's all outdoors. There's like no shade. Well, there's a little bit, like they have some umbrellas, but again, inevitably, if I dine here, it is during some sort of storm and there is nowhere to go because the entire land is outside. So I'm sitting there trying not to get my food wet while like hiding under an umbrella. And I feel like there's just not enough seating here at all. So I think that's kind of I thought I heard they were working on this, adding additional seating. But again, they really just need to work on like, kind of like Melissa said earlier, we need shade. Like if they could just put some like kind of overhang just over the whole entire dining area, that would be ideal here because I would eat here more if I knew I wasn't going to get just drenched because inevitably every time I eat there, some storm comes through and just drenches me. So yeah.
Well, kind of like how they have at Backlot Express, right? You eat outside, but it's covered.
Yeah, but it's covered. Yeah.
I mean, for part of it's inside, but part of it is outside, but it's covered. Yes. So you don't have to fight the elements,
Right.
You can go out there and comfortably eat. That'd be a good idea because you could theme that somehow.
Absolutely. It could totally be themed. So
That's good. That's a good point. I mean, the thing is, I think for the whole land, one of the things, is we're not going to wrap up yet, but I mean, I think one of the themes for this land is you do have to watch the weather when you go into explore Toy Story Land. I mean, because there is not a lot. I mean, if a thunderstorm comes on and you're in Toy Story Land, there is not a lot of place to go.
No.
I mean, I've been in there where thunderstorms come on and like I've had to run. I don't even know where I ran. Like I ran towards I just ran out of this land. I don't even know where I went to.
I was there.
I think I ran to Backlot Express.
Probably. I was there one time with a wicked thunderstorm. Like I said, every time I'm in this land, there's some sort of thunderstorm. And we were just getting off of Toy Story Mania, and like they were like literally yelling at us, "You can't stand here." It was the only spot that was, covered, and like, "You can't stand here, you got to keep going." And we're like, "It's lightning out, I'm not going in lightning." So that was, that's the frustrating part for sure about Toy Story Land is there's no shade for sun and there's no shade for rain. So yeah.
Okay, so back to Woody's though, Pam. What do you like to get there? Thoughts on this quick service place?
So I want to say that this is one of the few restaurants that is actually open for breakfast, which I think is, something that it's important to note because the number of restaurants open in the park for breakfast is small, and that's at any park, not just this. So check out that first of all. And the other thing is, I think the grilled cheese sandwich there is really good. I have a soft spot in my heart for the lunchbox tarts. I just do. And I don't like right now they have a sweet potato one. So I would be like, yes, I am doing the sweet potato one, but they are sort of like a, I don't know what they're called. The toaster pastry kind of thing, only a Pop-Tart. Yes. So they are good. There's something about it. And they're usually not too sweet. I think that might be the thing that I like about it. Like the crust provides something that's not too sweet. The tachos, I think that, the tachos are good. And let's just call them what they are. They're tater tots.
Yes. Exactly.
Potato barrels sometimes.
Potato barrels. Were these trademark names? Tater tots? Were those the trademark names? Maybe they were.
Maybe. I don't know.
It could be hash browns, depending on where you are in the country.
But I also want to say the tomato basil soup, I think, is good there too.
It is good.
And with the grilled cheese, I mean, that makes a good lunch for sure, or dinner. They also have a barbecue brisket melt, which is, it's sort of like cheese with brisket. So it's a grilled cheese with brisket. So that's something to look for. They also usually have some really cute kind of alien sipper if you are one that collects those. So if you want some kind of alien sipper to happen, you'll be able to get it there too. But yeah, this is a place that we're going to always recommend that you mobile order because you can mobile order. And if you aren't doing it, what's wrong with you?
Well, the line is usually really long here too. Even if you mobile order, it may take a little bit of time for you to get your food. There may be a little bit of a delay. So just know that if you are mobile ordering here, like it's not like now, you know what I'm saying? Like it may be a half an hour.
Ahead.
Yeah. Yes. So you got to plan ahead for this one. Yeah, for sure.
I think as people just walk through the land and this is very visual. Like this pops out, just like get drawn in. Like, oh, I'm going to go over there and get some beef.
Well, and the menu is so good.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think kids think, oh man, grilled. It's very accessible. This is something everybody can find something they like, and it's very snackable. Like, you might not be lunchtime, it might not be dinner time, but everybody could go like, hey, let's put some tachos.
Right.
The grilled cheese.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I'm going to get my own. You get whatever you want, but I'm getting my own tachos. Don't touch mine.
Back off.
Exactly.
Stay off the tachos.
Touch my tachos, break a finger. I'm just saying, just don't touch the tachos. Okay, so the other place that we have just opening a few months back, we have Woody's Rodeo Roundup. Or
just Roundup Rodeo.
Roundup Rodeo.
Yeah, I think it's what it is.
Roundup Rodeo Barbecue.
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Poor Woody, he doesn't even get to.
He doesn't even get it. Well, he gets the lunchbox, so
That's true. He couldn't have both.
I mean, come on.
Although it was Woody's Roundup.
I know
that's the song.
Yes, it was.
Call it what you will. They have brisket. Okay, so
It's true.
we have the table service restaurant finally in Toy Story Land. So it's to your right there as you enter the land, coming off of there from the old Voyage of from One Man's Dream.
Right.
And Rikki,
Walt
you have
Disney
been there,
Presents.
and
Yes.
so you can give us a review of the experience sans the large pencil, which I'm still salty about. I never got to eat the large pencil.
Have you eaten there too, Mike?
People ruin it for us. This is a place I have not eaten. Going back to Wednesday's show.
I'm the only one who's eaten here?
No, this is not
Oh
my
my
jam.
gosh. I'm so surprised that I'm the only one who's eaten here. Okay. All right. So it's really good. It's basically it's family style. They allow you they give you kind of like some salads at the beginning. So they have like a tomato salad and watermelon salad and that kind of stuff. And then
kale salad too.
I think there's a real salad. Yeah, I got kale salad. Yeah. So they give you those, and then they let you choose from 4 different kinds of meat. So for what we did the chicken, we did the brisket, we did the sausage, and we did one more, turkey. I know we did one more, but anyway, you get 4 different choices, and they have a large variety of things that you can choose for as far as the meats are concerned. I've actually heard you can get salmon if you ask for it. And I've heard that is excellent as well. I don't like salmon, so we did not ask for that. But so then you get that, and then you get the choice of 4 sides as well. And they have like a huge litany of sides. And again, you're sharing these with the table. So we got like fried pickles. We got some amazing macaroni and cheese, baked beans. It was, again, so good. The best part is that you can ask for more. So, because it's all you care to eat. So if you are enjoying, the brisket a lot, you can say, hey, can you bring me some more brisket? And say you've eaten all the mac and cheese, you can ask for more of that too. So that part's really great. And then they also do have these biscuits that they give. And oh my goodness, these biscuits are phenomenal. Mike, they are kind of similar to the Jim and Nick's biscuit in flavor to me.
My heart.
Yeah. And our server told us that if you cut it in half and then put the brisket in between, it makes the most phenomenal brisket sandwich. So there's your little tip.
Alabama.
Yes. And then for dessert, you only get the choice of 1, which is very sad. It would be nice if you were able to choose all 4. But they have like I think they have the Forky cupcake, which I think is the most like photogenic, obviously, of all of them.
That sounds like a sucker bet.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think I had a chocolate cream pie shooter thing. And I think they had a key lime pie one. It was a lemon cheesecake. I think that's what it was. Blueberry lemon cheesecake, I think is what it was. So anyway, it was really good. I very much enjoyed it. They have things that play, the characters come over the loudspeakers. They kind of, play with you. Sometimes you'll have to, Andy's coming, so you do have to stand still. And they have some other fun things with, Sarge, and it's a lot of fun over the loudspeakers. So that's a lot of fun too. I had a really good time eating here, and they had us ride in on horses. Kind of like, you do it at Whispering Canyon sometimes. They actually had us ride in on horses. And we literally had to ride around the whole restaurant because we were at the very back end table. Good. So we thoroughly rode around that restaurant. So it's fun. I highly recommend it. I know that some people are not like the biggest fans of Roundup Rodeo Roundup, whatever it's called. But I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really good, and I will be back for sure.
Yeah, I got to give it a shot. That's my kind of food. But I got to
absolutely make your own food. That's why I thought you'd been there. I was like, this is totally something you'd eat.
I mean, polite pigs, quick. So, but I got to get there. My problem is Scott nailed this on Sunday night. I go to the same places over and over. I go to the studios. I always get you got
to try some different stuff, Mike.
I know, dude. So one other, the reason too, when we were down there in July, Pam loves 50s Primetime. That's her favorite restaurant. We went there. But let me, so we got that. But the one other thing I want to talk about, and we're just going to leave it. We actually are going to stay trapped in Toy Story Land because we're running a little short on time here.
There we go.
We'll talk about some of the other places later. But Pam, merchandise and shopping within Toy Story Land, kind of skimpy, more cart based. But I mean, you can get some good fun little suvies in Toy Story Land, though. I mean, it kind of fits the theme, right?
I like the cart-based thing.
Yes, it's cart-based.
They are really cart-based shopping.
Mobile
Shopportunities are cart.
Mobile shopping opportunities.
Pam, I love that shopportunity.
They say that on Adventures by Disney all the time.
That is amazing.
Shopportunities.
I've never heard that, and I adore it. And I'm going to use that with Brian from now on. Thank you for that. Yes.
So it is. It's sort of cart-based, but yeah, it is. There's not a ton of that, but the thing is, the Toy Story characters are represented well in other shops throughout the park.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here you're not going to find a lot of shopping. You just really aren't. It's just that kind of thing.
They did add a shop though, not cart based, to the exit of Toy Story Mania. That's somewhat new. They added that within the last year and a half, 2 years, I want to say. So if you did want to shop in maybe a little bit of a larger store, it's not huge, but it's got a little extra space to it. You can go into the store there at the exit of Toy Story Mania.
That's cool. And I think one other thing to note about, well, maybe two other things to note about this land is when you're walking in, the great big Woody, right?
Yes.
That's so cool that he talks. You can get your photo taken there. It says different cool things. I mean, that's awesome. They dress him up for Christmas. And that was to my second point, that Christmas in this land is really cool. They bring in some different things, some Christmas cookies that are sort of large like that. They dress up Woody. They do a good job, and it really fits in with the holiday theme for sure.
This is why Hollywood Studios is my favorite park for the holidays.
Hollywood Studios is the park.
What I would say this land is you got to experience it at night. The lights so awesome because they have those Christmas lights, and those Christmas lights are my aesthetic. I love this land at night. It pops at night, especially for pictures. And also, you mentioned Woody, his partner in crime. If you come in from Batuu, from Galaxy's Edge, come in on the opposite side, you have Buzz greeting you to the land over there too. Big Buzz, and he talks. And or does he talk? I don't know
if he talks.
Maybe I'll just talk in my head and pretend.
Buzz, he talks.
Okay.
Maybe it's me saying to a video me.
I feel like Woody talks more than Buzz though. I don't know.
I actually went to both.
Got it.
At different times just to get different clips of them talking.
Got it.
And there's a gap with both of them. And let me just tell you, it seems random. And I'm like, okay, what? So
Buzz was on the medal for Springtime Surprise. So I was over at the studios getting some pictures with my medal. And there was a PhotoPass girl there by Buzz. She was by the bathrooms in Toy Story Land. By the way, the bathrooms in Toy Story Land are kind of cute because the urinals are real short.
They are.
Got it.
Like teeny toy urinals. That's kind
they
of.
They also have by the girls' bathroom cooties.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The cooties. Yes.
Yeah. The game cooties.
Yeah. I know. I get it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Yeah. We played that all the time with my grandma.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
You got to make the bug and you got to roll the 6.
Yeah.
We played that all the time.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I going? So I was getting a picture with my medal, and I told her real nice. I'm like, would you mind taking my picture in front of Buzz? I got my Buzz medal and I got my Buzz, because Buzz was on the 10-miler shirt, right? She's like, oh yeah. She takes all these pictures. 10 minutes later, you get your alert. I'm on the other side of the park at this point. I'm over by I don't know, Indiana Jones or something. I look at my pictures, dude. She took my pictures in front of Buzz, but none of them had all I had was Buzz's legs. I mean, I wanted all of Buzz in the pictures. It was me in front of Buzz, but she never zoomed out so you could see all of Buzz. It was me and my medals and Buzz, maybe Buzz's waist was as tall as I got. Two big white legs.
Oh no.
Classic. Didn't understand the assignment. It was awesome. Anyway, so is that about it though? Any other tips?
Yeah, that's it for the land. Yeah, that's it.
Look in the ground. Look at the ground because there's lots of cool stuff in the sidewalk.
Look at the ground.
All right. Well, hey, Trapped in Toy Story Land, continuing a series from 4 years ago that we continued.
We wrap things up eventually.
Well, I mean, this is ongoing, right? It's
ongoing. Yes, you can put ongoing after everything, and then that's perfect.
I mean, just like our show, it just goes on.
Ongoing.
You can find the Energizer Bunny probably at this land at some point. He's probably hanging out there and banging on a drum, just rolling through.
Yes.
Who knows? Anyway, based in St. Louis, Energizer. All right, here we go. So we're going to wrap it up and turn you loose to have an awesome weekend. We're going to trust that you have that. But hey, don't forget, join us Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Scott and I taking your calls. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. give us a call and we'll talk Disney with you. So we'll be waiting for you for that. But don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. The agents of the Magic for Less are standing by this weekend to help you plan a great trip. The holidays, great time to go down to Walt Disney World. Speaking of, Jollywood Nights coming to you from Disney's Hollywood Studios. What an amazing way to celebrate the holidays this year. And there's still tickets available.
I'll be there opening night, which is the sold out one. So yeah.
Boom. There you go. Go down, enjoy that party. Stay at Wilderness Lodge. Wow, would that be awesome? Animal Kingdom Lodge, wherever. Pop Century is even fun. The Walt Disney World in general is just fun. Go down there for the holidays. There's still time to do that. We'll help you make it happen. So just swing by the website today over at themagicforless.com. We'll take care of it from there. No additional cost to you. You're going to get the best price possible. So swing by magicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. That really does support everything we do throughout the year. And thank you so much to our patrons. We love doing the show and you make it happen. And our patrons, you're the greatest, and you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. You can support us as well, starting at just $5 per month. That's like a coffee per month. Come on over and support the show. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. Give us a follow on the social media. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS. Pam's at TMFLT Pam. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. We'll see you over there. And again, we'll see you Sunday night for the live call-in show. So until we get back together again, you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Boom.
Hooray! Look at us.
Hooray.
That was good. We really had some time there. So.
We did. Look, Mike, you didn't think we'd fill the land.
We did.
We did.
In Toy Story Land.
There we go.
And I could use
Perfect.
Toy Story loop. Perfect.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.